Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
Absolutely delighted to be joined by a dear friend of mine, one of the top international coaches, much sought after, much respected all around the world, former Pakistan head coach, absolutely adored and well respected by Pakistani cricket fans. He was the head coach for the Champions Trophy in 2017 when Pakistan were successful and won that final against India at the Oval. And he's currently the Derbyshire head coach, the one and only Mickey Arthur. Mickey, thanks very much for your time.
Absolute pleasure, Saj. Always good to see you. And to all the Pakistani watchers out there, happy Independence today.
Mickey, let's get started with a little bit about your current project, Derbyshire. How's the season going?
Yeah, season's been going well. We've unfortunately picked up a huge amount of injuries to our bowlers, which probably cost us qualification, I think, in both the white ball comps. We've batted really well in both of them, but just couldn't close out games with the ball. And we go into the last sort of block now of 6 championship games, 18 points behind the leaders. So real chance for promotion for us, and we just got to get stuck in. As I say, we've got 6 games to get it right, and if we do, who knows what could happen.
You know, in the English Premier League, Mickey, you're an Arsenal fan. You know about the finances in Premier League football. You've got the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, etc. Compare that with your Brentfords and those teams. In the county championship, in English county cricket, I guess you must share the same frustrations, you know, a Derbyshire compared to a Surrey, etc.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we just can't compete with them resources wise, and that's always our struggle. But that's part of the project for me, and it's something that I really enjoy, because we've actually got to build teams and make players better. We've got to go and find young players, get game time into them, provide opportunities, but also develop them, and that's coaching, and that's what I love doing. So you know, we can't just go out and buy whoever we want, like a couple of other counties can. And so yeah, that's part of the attraction of the job, I guess. In terms of where we sit, we of all the counties, I think our wage bill there's 18 counties. Our wage bill is about 14 or 13. So that's kind of where we sit within the domestic structure. So that's why every time we produce a player or have some great results, it's testimony to the system that we're trying to cultivate here.
Tell us a bit about Shoaib Bashir, who signed for Derbyshire this season, Mickey, and has been doing really well. Are you surprised that he's not had more opportunities for England? And obviously he's in the squad against Pakistan as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's in the squad for Pakistan. We've got to remember Shoaib is only 22, so he's a very, very young spinner in the game. Shoaib learned the game in Test cricket, which is the hardest place to learn. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with him. He's been unbelievable with Derbyshire. He's universally popular in our setup. The boys love him in the change room. And I see a cricketer that has a very, very high ceiling. He's tall, gets the ball to drift really nicely, as we saw yesterday at Beckenham. He gets good bounce, and can challenge both edges, both outside and inside edge. So he's going to be somebody that's going to be very good. Is he the finished article at the minute? No, he needs a lot more opportunity to develop his game. But the ceiling is so high on him, and I'm really excited to see where he gets to, because as a genuine off spinner goes, I've only seen one in Nathan Lyon in my coaching career that I think is top of the tree, and obviously Nathan Lyon is, but I think Shoaib Bashir has all the qualities to become that very soon.
Vicky, you worked with a couple of young Pakistani cricketers earlier this season, and we'll speak a little bit about both of them if you don't mind. First of all, Akif Javed, the left-arm pacer, who he's had his injury problems over the years, and he did really well for Derbyshire this season, didn't he?
Yeah, look, I've worked with Akif for a while now, and obviously I'm very partisan to bringing young Pakistan boys into Derbyshire to try and grow them, and we've had a history of, since I've been here, of young Pakistan boys to try and create opportunities for them, but make them better players. And obviously for us as Derbyshire to harness the massive skill that they possess and match winning ability. Akif, I've worked with at Rangpur twice in the BPL. I then took him to the Abu Dhabi T10 last year. He came as part of our side because he'd really impressed me. And it was there then that we decided that once we had all our fast bowling injuries here, we needed to look to recruit somebody in. And Akif, to me, was the obvious choice. I saw him grow in his time in England. He learnt about lengths. He was probably too short early on. He didn't quite get the lengths 100% right, but he adjusted superbly, and at the back end was almost arguably one of the bowlers of the tournament. So he learnt and got better and better. So it was great working with him. And I think there's massive potential there. Anybody who bowls the ball as quick as he does, there's massive potential.
We keep coming to the other chap who played for Derbyshire, the other Pakistani bowler, Sufyan Muqeem, who I and many others have been very, very impressed with throughout his career. He seems to be improving all the time. And, everybody's a selector in Pakistan, aren't they? And, many feel that Sufyan should be given more opportunities at the international level. What was it like working with him?
Yeah, great working with him. He has got so much skill. Look, he's going to get opportunity for Pakistan. He's too good not to. And I'm incredibly sure that when he gets those opportunities and gets an extended run, he will do extremely well because he's different. Left arm, unorthodox, googly, probably stock ball, but has got so many other variations as well. Very, very talented. I worked with him again as well in the BPL, and then saw the talent there and thought, no, we have to bring him out. When Ali Ghazanfar couldn't come, and we had a space on our roster for six games, and Sufyan was the obvious choice to me, having watched him perform, and he's just going to get better and better. He played on wickets here in England, the Vitality Blast. The wickets didn't really turn. They held a little bit, but he still looked a cut above a lot of spinners on the circuit. So I've got no doubt he's got a massive future.
Babar Azam's back as Pakistan Test captain, and are you surprised at that?
No, I'm not surprised. I think it was always going to happen. Is it the right choice? Not sure. I haven't really. I've followed Pakistan intently, and I talked to a couple of the players, but I haven't spoken to Babar for a while. So I don't really know where he is, but obviously quality player, and it's so good to see him getting back to where I think he should be with the bat. Technically, he's looking really sharp and really good. And I hope that hand is okay after yesterday, but I'm sure it's just precautionary. So I'm not surprised he's back as captain because I think it was potentially the obvious choice. I just hope that he learned from potentially from the last time and comes back better, stronger, and better for the experience of having captained before. And the last thing we want is to affect his batting. But I don't think that will be the case.
Coaching Pakistan, Mickey, is not for the faint-hearted, as you know. And are you surprised that Pakistan have come to England, which is obviously one of the toughest tours on the circuit, with an interim head coach, namely Sarfaraz Ahmed?
Look, first of all, I'm a massive Safi fan, and I'm so excited to see Sarfaraz in that coaching role because when we work together, his knowledge of the game and his general enthusiasm for the game made me always think that he was going to go into the coaching world, and I'm so happy and excited to see him there. So I hope that Sarfaraz cements that position because I think he relates well to the young boys. We saw it when he was captain. His leadership ability is second to none. So I hope it all goes well for Sarfaraz, and I hope he makes that job his own.
Pakistan cricket struggles, Mickey. I mean, you only have to look at the rankings and recent results and performances, and it's pretty downcast, Mickey. And you follow Pakistan cricket, you know, you've still got a passion for Pakistan cricket, and I know that as well. Um, are you disappointed? Are you surprised at just what levels of cricket Pakistan are playing at the moment?
Yeah, I am. I'm extremely disappointed, Saj, to be brutally honest. Probably frustrated as well because I know the talent that they have at their disposal. And to see Pakistan where they sit in the rankings and their last period of results for me is extremely frustrating because there's no ways in the world Pakistan should be in the positions they are. Pakistan is a top four ranked test team. Pakistan is a team that should be competing in every one-day competition. And I say that because I've seen the talent that is available. What they need is a system. The system continually chops and changes. There's no security. Um, NASA is saying always sums it up: one day up, one day down. And that's so the whole ecosystem and I guess culture in Pakistan is reflected in the way Pakistan play their cricket. When I was coach, I tried to get that consistency a lot closer. I tried to get our good and bad a lot closer, and we tried to create some security because once we had security within our team and players knew that they had the backing and they were going to play for an extended period, you get good results and consistency. Once you chop and chain all the time, and Pakistan leadership chops and changes, then it's chairman chop and changes, then the domestic structure chops and changes, then there's another tournament put in. So, it's just never stable. You create a good environment that's stable and you get consistency. So I look and I'm extremely frustrated because I think I know what it would take to just harness all that potential. And you harness that potential, it's so powerful, Saj. And Pakistan would and should be getting incredible results.
You mentioned some of the off the field issues that are holding Pakistan cricket back at the moment. But what about on the field? I mean, you've obviously seen some of their recent performances, the way they've been playing in all formats. Is that, I mean, is that the standard we're at now? Is that the best we can expect?
No, it should never be this. That's unacceptable. That should never be acceptable to anybody who plays for Pakistan, has a role in the PCB, and is a supporter of Pakistan. That should never be acceptable. As I said, Pakistan's a top four ranked side in the world. They talk about the big three in India, Australia, England. It should be the big four with Pakistan. That's what it should be. So it is frustrating. I think the last performances. I think players do need to carry some of the can there. Yes, it's tough with all the off-field stuff, but ultimately, as players, you're responsible for your performances and you're responsible for the performances of the team. And it hasn't been going well. And I just hope that mediocrity within that environment is never, ever accepted. Because when mediocrity is accepted, you get mediocre results, which has been happening of late. So players need to be continually challenged. The system needs to be continually challenged, and they need to shoot for the stars, because at the moment it's not happening.
Yeah, obviously Pakistan are in England at the moment, as we've discussed. Are you surprised that Shaheen, Afridi and Hasan have both been omitted from the Pakistan Test squad for this series?
Yeah, it's interesting. It is interesting for me. I think, like, I don't know, and I'm not close enough to it now to have a massive opinion on where Shaheen Afridi is in his bowling. Yes, I followed it, and yes, I watched it, and I've seen his bowling on late. What I do know is having a left armour in your squad is a point of difference. I remember the first tour in 2016, we played the Lord's Test match. I think it was with Mohammad Amir, Rahat Ali. We certainly had two, and then when Shaheen Afridi came in and Shinwari came in, and we sometimes, Junaid Khan, we sometimes played with three left armers. What I do know is left armers give you a point of difference. So when I set up a squad or a touring team, you always want a left armer in it, because it does give you a point of difference. It's something different, and you want an attack that has certain differences in it. So I am surprised, but I don't know where he is though with his bowling. I saw Hasan Ali. We played against him twice this year. It was really good seeing him. I'm a massive Hasan Ali fan. I thought he bowled extremely well against us. What you always get with Hasan is 100% commitment. You know he's going to keep running in for you. And with the heat that has been in England at the moment, outfields and pitches are very dry. What Hasan Ali does do is he reverse swings the ball. And I think in this test series, reverse swing is going to be really, really important. So, I would have liked Hasan Ali in the squad as a potential option in one of the test matches, as I would have liked probably Shaheen Afridi, although I don't know where he is at with his bowling at the moment.
How do you see the series going, Mickey? Obviously, England at home, huge favourites. Pakistan coming to England with a interim coach, new captain.
Yeah, look, it's going to be. I think it's going to be tough for Pakistan. As much as I hate saying that, the one thing I do know with Pakistan though is you never say never, and I do know Pakistan play very well in England. The first test is Headingley. Wicket there it's been the best wicket to bat on in England over the last 2 years. It doesn't really spin. I expect England to probably line up with an all-seam attack and use Dan Lawrence as the spinner. And then it's going to be how many runs can Pakistan get. It's going to be a very good attack to allow the likes of Mohammad Abbas, Muhammad Ali, Amir Jamal, whoever they choose to take 20 wickets. I think getting 20 wickets in England is going to be tough now with the pitches as they are. They're going to have to do it by applying pressure. And in Mohammad Abbas, you've got one of the bowlers that can apply the most pressure. He's not going to go for many runs, so the game's not going to drift away. And he's going to be challenging the stumps and challenging the batsman's front pad. So it's going to be tough, but they do have the means, and they do have the talent at their disposal to do okay. I just hope as a batting unit they get enough runs, because if they don't, they'll struggle.
You mentioned Mohammad Abbas, and this will be my next question, Mickey. You've worked with Abbas. He just keeps on going, just keeps on running in, keeps on taking wickets. He's got a phenomenal record, hasn't he?
He's got an incredible record, Mohammad Abbas. And the reason he does that is just because he's just so metronomic. I say he's continually challenging the stumps. He's continually challenging the front pad, but he's controlling the game because he's not going for any runs. So Mohammad Abbas for us has been outstanding this year. but he hasn't got the wickets that he would have liked. But he's gone at only 2.5 in games he's played. And the bowler, a young boy bowling at the other end called Ben Aitchison, who's going to be a very, very good bowler, young local boy, has taken 40 wickets at 21. Now, the reason there's no coincidence that he's bowling with Mohammad Abbas, who's controlling the game and he's picking the wickets up. So Mohammad Abbas has a massive role, and still just challenges that front pad, challenges the stumps, and controls the game for you, which you need in Test cricket.
Finally, Mickey, obviously it's the Derbyshire project at the moment, the county championship, as you said, last 6 matches. What's on the horizon after that? Who knows, the Pakistan test coach vacancy might be coming up.
No, so this is really good. This is really good for me. So I finish our season. I've got a couple of franchise tournaments that I do in the winter. Keep the sun on my back for a little bit and keep that match day, because I can't sit for 5 months without having match day as a build up to my day. So I'll do a couple of franchise competitions, and then just see what happens after that.
Oh, Mickey, it's lovely to see you again, and it's always a pleasure speaking to you. Always honest, always forthright, and as I say, wonderful to listen to your views. Really appreciate your time, and all the best for the rest of the season, Mickey.